and welcome to your daily Google News. In today's news, Google is phasing out TrueView for action campaigns. I like the way they say it too. We are evolving TrueView for action and scaling its best features to more places with video action campaigns. We're evolving means we are killing. We are smothering it in a pillow while it sleeps. Starting in early 2022, all existing TrueView for action campaigns will automatically upgrade to video action campaigns. Just so you know, if you're using responsive video ads, this isn't a big issue to you. If you're not, then it's worth knowing, because this automatic upgrade, that's the type of thing that kind of just makes things wonky. It's not as functional, not as good. The differences that they have outlined here, and I'll include links to all the help documentation in the description of this video, I think it's worth reading through if you don't know what the difference between TrueView and video action campaigns amounts to. Really, I think most of this feels like Google just trying to make sure that we can use video discovery ads. So they want to maximize the value of their inventory, obviously, and this helps them push your media into multiple places. So you'll notice that the ad formats, the inventory, accessibility, and then the assets. Responsive ad groups allow you to use video discovery ads. You can add a longer headline and description to your ad, etc. So you can actually see what a TrueView campaign looks like. Note, by the way, YouTube's budget recommendations: 15 times your target CPA. That is not insignificant. If you have a $250 CPA, that's $3,750, I think. Please don't check my math. Which is, that's on the higher end in the Google world, and also, by the way, I think modest. I think that YouTube takes more money. But interestingly, when it works, it has more longevity and more reliability. So it's a little bit harder to crack that code, but then once it's cracked, you're not dealing with the same tumult as search, because you're not solely reliant on just inbound search traffic. You can see the ad formats here. Nothing, that's going to blow your mind or anything. It's all pretty traditional. But then when you look at the video action campaigns, they have a breakdown of the ad formats. It's effectively the same thing, just with more malleability. So all Google is looking for is the ability to kind of move assets around. I'm going to include the old TrueView article just so you have it. Note that they have notated its demise here. Information about video action campaigns if you have any interest. Documentation on how to create the video action campaign. Note that the budget hasn't changed at all, the budget recommendation. And then I wanted to make a comment, incidentally, because, folks go on and on about TrueView. You don't pay unless somebody watches 30 seconds. And by the way, that number has changed, incidentally, and I was embarrassingly schooled on that live. Or it might not have been live, but it was on a podcast, so it definitely made it into the air. But all that to say, you only pay when a viewer watches 30 seconds of the video, or the entire video if the video is less than 30 seconds, if you're using CPV bidding. CPV bidding. I did it. There are other bid strategies that are going to change the billing method, which would then be impression based. So be careful about making too strong of an assumption as far as how it is that you're using TrueView. And I realize that some of you, especially if you're deep into the world of Google Ads, you're like, yeah, dude, of course. That's why it's called target CPM. But I have seen this mistake made to where people tend to be very aggressive, not realizing, because they've heard kind of this standard safety net exists, and then they don't realize that there are ways to work yourself right out of that safety net. So this document's available in the description of the video too, as is just a documentation about video ad formats, which I think is really worth reading, incidentally. And y'all, I gotta tell you, I get so much out of Google's help documentation. They do a good job with it, and it's helpful to know, even if you don't agree with it. It's helpful to know what they say, what the standard narrative it is. So, nothing earth-shattering for me, anyway. I don't see this being a huge deal. If you disagree, hit me in the comments. I'd love to know. I shoot a video every day, so if you want to see me every day, you can subscribe. And if you subscribe, there's a little bell thingy that you can click and adjust so that you actually get a notification every single time I shoot a video. We try to go live on the channel regularly. My business partner goes live every Monday at 9:30 a.m. Pacific. So we'd love to see you there. He answers a bunch of questions. Super brilliant guy. And that's all I got. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.